Welcome back students. So now onward we will try to discuss about SR flip-flop. Till now we have discussed about the introductory part of flip-flop and the basic working principle for SR latch. When you are trying to start the discussion about SR flip-flop, when you will observe the diagram of SR flip-flop, you can easily identify that this S and R is also associated with a clock pulse. So this clock pulse actually will control your inputs. Okay, this SR flip-flop is actually made by all the NAND gates. Okay, and here you can easily identify that when I was using a latch, only this two NAND gate was working, right? And now I am including this clock pulse and this two NAND gate also to design my whole SR flip-flop. Now gradually we will discuss about SR flip-flop truth table, SR flip-flop characteristic table and SR flip-flop excitation table. So let us first move to the next slide and then we will start discussing. So first thing is the truth table. So this is not in a difference or not in a different part with the SR latch. Similar thing that when your S and R both the input is 0 0, you will have your present output similar as with your past output. Okay, and when your S is 0, R is 1, your present output will be 0. When S is 1, R is 0, your present output is 1, and in both the S and R in 1 1 state you will have a indeterminate state. So now when you will try to prepare the characteristic table, first thing may come in your mind, what is a characteristic table? In a characteristic table you will have all the combination of your inputs and the corresponding output. So that means if you more elaborately look at your flip-flop diagram, what you will see that your flip-flop has the inputs as S, R and as well as the Qn according to this table. Okay. One more thing is there, as your flip-flop is associated with a clock. So let us assume that when your clock is 1, at that time only all the flip-flop operation will be working, and all the flip-flop operation will not be working when your clock pulse is set as 0, right? So now if we try to show the characteristic table to you, here I have not included the clock pulse column. Simply you can think about that all these things are happened when your clock pulse is 1. Okay, and all these things will not happen or your present output will not be changed when your clock pulse will be 0. So along with these combinations, if you put another column like clock and you have set this clock as 0, so all this Qn plus 1 will be just like similar with Qn. Okay, so that is a different thing. We are assuming that we have set the clock pulse as 1. Now let us check what is being happened in our characteristic table. So your set is 0, reset is also 0. So this was the condition when your Qn plus 1 will be equals to Qn. Okay. So now you can check your S is 0, R is 0. So when your Qn is set as 0, you will get your Qn plus 1 is also 0, and when your Qn was set as 1, you will have your Qn plus 1 is also 1. So this was the two condition when your S and R input was 0 0. Now I am going to the next point. That means my S is 0 and R is 1. So what we told at that time, that when your S is 0 and R is 1, irrespective of all the conditions, your present output will be 0. So that means whether your past output was 0 or whether your past output was 1, your present output will be always 0, right? Then the next part is when your set is 1 and reset is 0. So you have done this thing, your set is 1 and reset is 0. Now again the same thing, like irrespective of all the other condition, your present output will be 1. So whether your past output was 0 or past output is 1, your present output will be always 1. In case of set is 0 and reset is, sorry, in case of set is 1 and reset is 0. Okay. So now think about the last part, like both the S and R is 1 1. We have already checked that this is one indeterminate state, right? And we have already discussed this thing in our previous video. Like when both of your S is 1 and R is 1, that means you are trying to set as well as reset at the same clock pulse, you will not have any proper present output. So that means it is an indeterminate state. So I have just mentioned this indeterminate state with the X sign. You can also make some other sign, that is not an issue. Okay. So now it is coming to the last thing, that means the excitation table of SR flip-flop. So what is actually this excitation table? Here we will check how my past output and present output is being changed with the corresponding excited state of the inputs. Okay, so think about your past output was 0 and your present output is also 0, or your past output was 0, your present output is 1. So that different combination can be possible. So to do this, we have first prepared one table and we have put the past output and present output, right, in the form of Qn and Qn plus 1. Now we have just written the combinations of Qn plus 1, that means 0 0 0 1 1 0 or 1 1, and we were just trying to think that what is being happened when my Qn was 0 and Qn plus 1 is 0. So from where you will check this thing? You will check this thing from the characteristic table. Okay, you can check. I have marked this 0 0 condition with the cyan color. You can check here Qn is 0, Qn plus 1 is 0. Here also Qn is 0, Qn plus 1 is 0. So that means in these two condition, your both the S is 0, but R one time R was 0 and another time R is 1. So that means R is actually don't care. So that thing you have written, right? So that means your excitation state for past output 0, present output 0. The same time your S will be 0 and R will be don't care. Now check this condition is 0 1. So Qn is 0, Qn plus 1 is 1. Try to identify from this characteristic table. I have marked this with this green color, right? So this green color mark is your Qn is 0 and Qn plus 1 is 1. You can check this, it is actually S is 1 and R is 0. So I will simply write this thing, no more further confusion. Okay, next thing is when your Qn is 1 and Qn plus 1 is 0, this third row, I will check this thing again from this characteristic table. You can check this yellow color, Qn is 1, Qn plus 1 is 0, right? So that means it is your S is 0 and R is 1. I have written this thing, S is 0, R is 1. And the last thing, that means the Qn and Qn plus 1 is 1 1. So check from this table where this both of them is 1 1. You can check here both of them is 1 1, here both of them is 1 1. And how the corresponding input states are behaving, like S was 0 one time, S is 1 another time. That means S should be don't care here, but R is always 0 here. Okay, so that means we are getting that when your past output is 1, present output is 1, your S will be don't care and R will be 0. So that means finally we have prepared all the truth table, characteristic table and excitation table, and we have just discussed that how this all these tables are being prepared. Till now one more thing is pending. From this characteristic table you may require to find the characteristic equation, right? Now think for which variable you can get this characteristic equation. From this characteristic table your output is actually this qn plus 1, all the other three things is actually your input. So you will find this qn plus 1 in terms of s, r and qn. Simply you will prepare one k-map, right, along with the input of s in one side, rqn in another side. So s can be varying from 0 and 1, rqn can be varying from 0 0 0 1 1 1 or 1 0. Okay, I have put all values for qn plus 1, and you can mark or you can take all these 4 elements at a time, all these 2 elements at a time. So if you try to prepare the characteristic equation, you will get qn plus 1 is s, right, because all these 4 is s is 1, so s plus r dash qn. I think no confusion, right? So we have just prepared all these things for this ASR flip-flop. The truth table has been prepared, characteristic table has been prepared, excitation table has been prepared, characteristic equation also has been generated. But what was the problem in this ASR flip-flop? You can check that when both the S and R input is 1 1, this is the indeterminate state. That means we can't use these two states for the ASR flip-flop, right? So these two states is completely invalid. We can't use them. That means we have to do something with this SR flip-flop circuit. Thus, we can use these two states also. There is one remedy. We will discuss this thing on our next video.